Your brain has a factory setting that makes every pay raise disappear within 90 days. Researchers call it lifestyle inflation. Your employer calls it expected. Lucas got $15,000 more this year. He has less in savings now than before the raise arrived. Not because of one big mistake, not because of an emergency. The money just vanished. His colleague, Mr. Brainy, same salary, used car, still renting, saved more last year than Lucas has saved in 3 years combined. Lucas's brain did this automatically. He never decided to spend his raise. It just disappeared. By the end of this video, you will understand the exact mechanism that consumed Lucas's raise without a single reckless decision. Why Federal Reserve data confirms this traps most American high earners in a cycle that gets worse with every promotion, and the one move that actually stops it. But first, I need to show you something that will permanently change how you think about the next time your salary goes up. Lucas is sitting in his car in the office parking lot on a Thursday afternoon, reading an email on his phone. His hands are actually shaking. A $15,000 raise. He has been at this company for 6 years, stayed late when everyone else went home, turned down a competitor offer 2 years ago because loyalty mattered to him, skipped 3 vacations. Lucas has done every single thing the professional playbook told him to do. That night, he takes his wife to the nice restaurant. Not the usual place, the good one. He deserves this. 3 months later, Lucas checks his savings account. The balance is lower than it was before the raise. Not slightly lower, noticeably lower. He earned $15,000 more this year than last year. He has less money to show for it, and he has absolutely no idea how that is possible. He did not blow it on something stupid. He did not make one big reckless purchase he can point to. But somehow, Mr. Brainy next door, who earns exactly the same salary, drives a 6-year-old Honda and still rent his apartment, quietly put away more money last year than Lucas has saved in 3 years combined. Lucas's disciplined sacrifices cost him exactly what they always have. Mr. Brainy's seemingly relaxed lifestyle is quietly building something Lucas cannot explain. And here's what Lucas cannot see yet. His raise did not disappear. It got redirected, automatically, without his permission. So what actually happened to Lucas's $15,000? And what happened to Lucas has a name. This is called the lifestyle inflation trap, and it operates below conscious awareness every single time income increases. Here's how it works. The moment a raise arrives, the brain does not process it as savings fuel. It processes it as a new baseline. Your previous salary felt normal. Your new salary feels normal. And normal means you spend it the way you spend everything that feels normal, completely. There's a name for this too. Hedonic adaptation. Princeton researchers found that financial stress reduces cognitive bandwidth by the equivalent of 13 IQ points. That's scarcity thinking, and it activates automatically. But here's the version nobody talks about. Hedonic adaptation works just as powerfully when income rises as when it falls. A bigger paycheck feels extraordinary for approximately 90 days. Then it just feels like Tuesday. And in those 90 days, the brain makes decisions that become permanent. A slightly nicer apartment because you can afford it now. A car upgrade because the old one was embarrassing at your income level. Restaurants that match your new professional identity. Subscriptions that signal arrival. None of them are reckless. All of them are permanent. First, the raise arrives and feels incredible. Then, small upgrades feel earned and reasonable. Then, 90 days later, you check your bank account and the raise is simply gone, absorbed into a new lifestyle baseline your brain now calls normal. And here's where it gets worse. The trap does not just take your raise, it takes every raise for your entire career.
Because here's what the lifestyle inflation trap actually costs over time. Lucas gets promoted again at 32, another $12,000 raise. Within 90 days, his expenses have absorbed it completely. Every upgrade feels reasonable. Every upgrade is permanent, and his savings rate stays exactly where it was before the promotion, approximately 4% of his income. At 35, he earns $95,000 a year. He saves roughly $3,800 annually. His net worth at 35 is $47,000. Meanwhile, Mr. Brainy has been doing one thing differently with every raise for 8 years. At 35, his net worth is $214,000. Same salary, same age, same starting point. $167,000 difference. built entirely from what happened in the 90 days after each raise arrived. This pattern is not rare. It is the majority experience. The Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances confirms most American households do not increase their savings rate as income grows. Expenses grow almost perfectly in line with income, at every level, across every bracket. First, Lucas falls behind Mr. Brainy by $30,000, then $80,000. Then by 40, the gap has become something Lucas cannot close by working harder. Because the problem was never how much Lucas earned. The problem was what happened to it in the first 90 days. Here's the thing about Lucas. He's not lazy, he's not reckless, he's not stupid with money. He is responding exactly the way every human brain responds when more money arrives. Automatically, instantly, without a single conscious decision. Expenses expand to fill whatever income is available. Always. Behavioral economists call this Parkinson's law of money. It is not a character flaw. It is not a discipline failure. It is a mechanism, and like every mechanism, it can be interrupted, but only if you know it's running. Every financial system around Lucas reinforces the trap. His apartment complex knows when lease renewal coincides with salary season. His car dealership knows his income bracket. The gym that costs $15 more per month than his old one. The grocery store that is slightly nicer. The streaming services that stack up one at a time. The system captures income increases in increments small enough that none of them trigger an alarm. Every lifestyle upgrade he considers feels earned, because it is proportional to his new income. The system is not conspiring against Lucas. It is simply optimized to capture income increases before they can be redirected. So how does Mr. Brainy, same salary, same neighborhood, same job, actually escape this? The answer is not what most people expect. The fix is not budgeting harder. It is not willpower. It is not cutting lattes. It is a single structural move made in the first 48 hours after a raise arrives, before the brain has time to establish a new baseline. Mr. Brainy calls it the raise quarantine. The moment a raise hits the paycheck, every single dollar of the increase gets automatically redirected to a separate investment account before it touches the checking account. Not some of it, all of it, for a minimum of 6 months. The checking account never sees the raise. The brain never classifies it as available income, and the lifestyle baseline has nothing to absorb. Mr. Brainy has done this with every raise for 8 years. He has never felt deprived. His lifestyle was built on his previous salary, which already felt completely normal. The raises simply never arrived in his daily life. They went directly to his future instead. Lucas worked harder, got promoted faster, earned more money. Mr. Brainy redirected quietly, consistently, automatically. At 45, the gap between them is not motivation or discipline or talent. It is $400,000. Built from what happened in the first 48 hours after every raise. Your brain has a factory setting that makes every raise disappear. It has been running your entire career, and it will keep running until you interrupt it structurally, not with discipline, not with a budget, with automation that moves faster than the baseline can reset. Lucas is still trying to figure out where his money went. Mr. Brainy already knows where his next raise is going. The question is, which one you want to be. Next week, why the advice to pay off all your debt before investing is quietly destroying the retirement of millions of Americans. And the Newbert will make this one look small.